Your goal this year is to get into the 12% tax bracket. Why? Because if you can stay in the lower tax brackets, then you will pay less in taxes overall. This is not rocket science. Does that mean that you need to make less money? No, it does not mean that you need to make less money. What it means is that you need to leverage tax breaks, deductions, loopholes, and credits in order to reduce your taxable income so you can get to the 12% tax bracket. There are people out there making millions of dollars, billions of dollars every single year, and they are able to keep themselves in the 12% tax bracket. Are you able to do that? Do you want to know how they're doing it? Do you want to know why they're not in jail and they're paying less taxes than you, but making more money than you? I'm going to teach you in today's video, but most importantly, you need to subscribe and lock in. Let's do this. First things first is you need to shift your mind. One of the most important things that you can do to reduce your taxes is to believe that you can reduce your taxes. You see, most people think that you're just trapped in the current tax bracket that you're in because of the amount of money you make. That is not true. If you want to save money in taxes, the first thing that you have to know is that there are people that have already figured this out and they had the right mindset going into this. I want to save big money in taxes. This is how I'm going to do it. Within the tax code, the government has created powerful incentives that are designed specifically to motivate people to do the right things within the tax code to get the tax outcome they want. Most of these incentives are for real estate investors and business owners. And yes, certain other investors such as oil and gas investors. So, what can we learn from this? The government wants us to invest in real estate and energy, and they want us to start small-based businesses. They have made it very clear. They're not very interested in you being a W-2 employee. That's fine that you are, but the government is not going to reward you for that. They're only going to reward you for being a business owner and an investor. So, in a way, this is all about the government's game here, and whether or not you're willing to play this game will determine whether or not you save money. If you can't make that mindset shift to play in the game, leave this video, because the components that I'm about to break down for you revolve around the functions of investing. So, what does this all mean for you? If you are a W-2 taxpayer earning a salary, then you really only have two options if you're watching this video right now. The first is simply accept the fact that the government provides massive tax breaks for certain types of business owners and real estate investors. And because they provide these tax breaks, when you partner with them, you get tax benefits as well. That being said, you can go with option number 2, which is to run for Congress or the Senate, so you can try to change the tax rules directly from the inside. For most people, option 1 is going to be the best choice. So, let's talk about it. If you're here right now, you need to understand that the numbers are important. We have shifted our mindset already. We have to leverage the tax code. The next biggest tax saving criteria for us to understand is what are the numbers in order to save money. If we go over those numbers right now and what type of deductions can be attached to those numbers, we can figure out a way to get down into the 12% tax bracket. So for 2024, the 12% tax bracket is $11,601 up to $47,150 for single filers and for married people filing separate. If you're married filing joint, it starts at 23 grand and it goes all the way up to 94,300. And last but not least, it is 16,551 up to 63,100 if you're head of household. So let's look at an example here. Let's say that you're a single filer and that you're a surgeon with an annual income of $1 million. Yes, that's a lot of money. With this kind of salary, you'll be destroyed in taxes. You'll pay 37% in federal taxes, which translates to around $370,000. And that's not even counting state taxes if you're in a state that taxes. So in order to get you down into the 12% tax bracket, we would have to find deductions that could lower your taxable income from 1 million all the way down to 47,150. This means that you would need to offset $952,000. This is quite a lot of money, and it means that you will need to be able to have powerful tax strategies in order to get there. Karlton, what are some tax strategies? I got you. A lot of high net W-2 taxpayers like surgeons, physicians, dentists, engineers, and lawyers are happy with the income that they make from their careers. So they don't necessarily want to start from scratch a brand new business or go crazy trying to start a side hustle. They would rather focus on being doctors, lawyers, surgeons, and nurses. For many of these people, one of the best solutions for generating tax savings without having to abandon your W-2 job is to invest your money into rental real estate. Why is real estate such a great option? Well, real estate functions more like an investment when done correctly, but the IRS allows you to classify it as a business. You're operating in the best of both worlds. The tax benefits of real estate investing are so powerful that it is the main strategy at My Tax Firm Tax Alchemy. We focus on primarily real estate strategies for 6, 7, and 8-figure earners. There are a number of key tax benefits from owning real estate, such as depreciation. Depreciation is the king of all deductions, and here's why. The IRS literally lets you deduct the entire value of the building you buy as a rental property. So if you buy a property that is $800,000 building value or $8 million building value, you get to write off the whole thing over time. Keep in mind, however, that the IRS does not allow you to deduct land value. So if you buy $1 million property that has $200,000 land, $800K building, you get the $800K building value as a write-off. The IRS allows you to deduct the building value over the course of 27.5 years if it's residential, or 39 years if it's a commercial building. But there are some ways in which you can take all of this depreciation, or at least a portion of it, up front on your tax returns. But there are a couple of other very important things that you need to understand about rental property depreciation. And the very first is that even though the IRS gives you a deduction for the full building value, this does not mean that your building will lose its full value over time. In fact, buildings in America tend to appreciate in value over time significantly as long as adequate maintenance is provided. So, to understand what I mean, let's go back to that $800,000 building example. If you own that investment property and the building structure is $800,000, the IRS will allow you to deduct the full $800,000, but over the course of 27.5 years. The building might be worth $4 to $7 million or even more. This is why real estate investing is so special from a tax perspective. The IRS basically gives you deductions for losses that may not even occur. So why is this the case? Because the federal government wants real estate investors to invest in properties and provide a large amount of affordable housing so that it doesn't have to. Being able to deduct the entire cost of your rental property structure is an exceptional tax benefit. However, what is even better is being able to use real estate investing losses like depreciation to offset active W-2 or 1099 income. The best way to do this is with short-term rentals because of the time requirement involved for W-2 taxpayers. If you're a W-2 taxpayer, you probably don't have time to show the IRS that you're spending more time managing your real estate than you do your W-2 job. So, with short-term rentals, if you can rent the property for 7 days or less, materially participate, and make sure you're spending more time than any other person, you can use the short-term rental property depreciation to create a loss on the tax returns that can offset W-2 and 1099 income. These have been a main reason why my clients that are W-2 are able to reduce their tax bills by 50, 80, and some of them as much as 100%. We are going back to employers adjusting our withholdings because we can take home more money on our paychecks because we're using the short-term rental losses to offset the active W-2 income on our paychecks. Okay, now let's talk about accelerating depreciation. Accelerating depreciation is the process of claiming a large percentage of your depreciation faster than you would over the course of 27.5 years. You can accelerate depreciation by performing a cost segregation study. On average, these cost anywhere from $1,000, maybe upwards to $5,000, sometimes $7,000, but you should never be paying more than that. What a cost seg does is it separates structural from non-structural costs, like fixtures, appliances, carpets, flooring. These tend to have shorter depreciation schedules. This means that the IRS will let you claim depreciation for these items faster than 27.5 years. By accelerating depreciation, it is possible to deduct 20 to 30% of the entire building value within the first year of purchasing the property. You can use this massive deduction to offset your W-2 income or 1099 when done correctly, and this strategy can be used over and over again to get you into the 12% tax bracket. Okay, now to understand how powerful real estate investing can be when it comes to reducing taxable income, let's go back to the example example of the $1 million in earnings. And let's just say you had $1 million per year and you needed to reduce your taxable income by a little over $950,000 so you can get into that nice 12% tax bracket. The best way to do this would be to buy short-term rentals, perform cost segregation studies, and offset your W-2 income with rental real estate losses and combine that with other strategies. So let's take a look at some examples. So let's say you took some of your savings and you used it as a down payment to buy a $4 million building. Then you perform a cost segregation study on this building to accelerate depreciation. After the cost segregation study was performed, you were informed by your cost segregation study team that you would be able to take 23% of the building value as a year one write-off. This would give you about $920,000 in depreciation deduction that you would be able to deduct from your W-2 income or 1099 income in the first year. This one deduction alone brings us nearly to the $953,000 in a year one write-off. For the remaining $33,000 in deductions that you would need, you could max out your traditional 401k, you could place your children on payroll, set up a management company, write off a vehicle, travel expenses, and much more. You see, we don't have to simply just use real estate investing to get to that 12%. We could combine real estate with a number of other strategies within the tax code, because now you're a business owner once you invest in real estate. And this is what makes it so fun. You would also be able to generate substantial extra money in cash flow and properly get appreciation from your rental property over time by just having someone else pay down your mortgage. Hopefully this all sounds great to you, but if you need more information, I totally get it. What I would love for you to do is click on the link below. What my team and I do is we help source the investment property for you. We perform the cost segregation study, we set up the LLC, and most importantly, we perform the tax planning and provide audit protection. If you're interested in learning more about real estate investing and other incredible tax saving strategies, then you know what to do. Go ahead and click the link below, sign up for the Tax-Free Wealth Challenge. We kick off August 5th through August 9th. You can attend this event digitally from anywhere in the world. During this event, I'll be teaching you advanced tax strategies over the course of 5 days. This information is truly life-changing. You're not going to want to miss it. You can sign up by clicking the link in the description below. But that's all I got for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed today's training, and I look forward to seeing you on the Tax-Free Wealth event. You know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.